morning grade 8 students. Welcome to our new video with new chapter, that is chapter number 8, cell structure and functions. In this chapter we are going to learn who discovered the cell, then the structure and the functions of the cell. So please open your text. Discovery of the cell. So who discovered cell? In 1965, Robert Hooke observed slices of cork from the bark of a tree under a simple magnifying glass. He noticed small boxes or compartments in the cork slice. The boxes were separated from each other by a wall or partition. He named each box as a cell. So what he named that each box? Cell. And who discovered this cell? Robert Hooke in 1965. The cells which Hooke observed were actually dead cells of plants. The cell are the basic structural unit of living organism. Some organisms are made up of single cell and some are made up of many cells. So some organisms are made up of single cell and some are made up of many cells. The number of cells in a tree, tall tree, or an animal like an elephant or human being are billions and trillions of cells. Organisms made up of many cells are called multicellular organisms. So organisms made up of many cells, what are they called? Multicellular organism. Example, a tree and elephant. Organism made up of only one cell are known as unicellular organism, that is amoeba and paramecium. Shapes of cells. Cells are of different shapes. Some cells keep changing their shape. Example, amoeba, white blood cells in human beings. So they keep on changing their shape. Some cells are spherical, round, elongated, spindle shape or branch. So can you see some are spindle and elongated shape. Then the size of cell. Cell in living organisms are of different sizes. They may be as small as million of a meter or large as a few centimeters. The smallest cell is the cell of bacteria. Can you see? Okay, the micrometer is given, that is 0.1 to 0.5 bacteria. The smallest cell. Then the largest cell is the egg of an ostrich. The shape of the cell depends upon the function it performs. The shape of cell may change or remain same. Cells with variable shape. So can you see the shape? Okay. Some cells can change their shapes. Example are WBC and amoeba. So they can. So students, can you see the cell? Okay. Then the tissue is formed. From the tissues, organ is formed. Then the organ system and the organisms. So different organs of a plant perform specific functions. Root helps in the absorption of water and minerals. Tissues are a group of similar cells performing a specific function. Now let us see the parts of cell. The main parts of cell are cell membrane, plasma membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. So the cell membrane gives shape to the cell and protects the inner parts of the cell and allows movement of materials in and out of the cell. So what is the function of cell membrane? It protects the inner parts of the cell and also allow the movement. In plant cells, the cell membrane is covered by another thick covering called cell wall. So in plants, the cell membrane is covered with the cell wall. Then the cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance between the cell membrane and nucleus. It contains another component, organelles like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosome, vacuoles, etc. So this cytoplasm is jelly substance and it contains components like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosomes and vacuoles. Then the nucleus is a spherical body generally found in the center of the cell. So where is nucleus found? It is mostly found in the center of the cell. It has a membrane called nuclear membrane. It has a smaller spherical body called nucleus and thread-like structure called chromosomes. So it has nuclear membrane, then the smaller spherical body that is nucleolus, and thread-like structure called chromosomes. The chromosomes carry genes which transfer characters from the parents to the offspring. So what does this chromosome do? They carry genes so that the characters are transferred from the parents to the offspring. So here are the types of cells depending upon the nucleus. So which are those? Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. No well-defined nucleus is there, that is example bacteria, blue green algae. And the eukaryotic cell, that is they have well-defined nucleus with a nuclear, example plants, fungi, animal. So here you can see the diagram which is given, that is eukaryotic and the prokaryotic. Comparison of animal and plant cell. So can you see the animal cell and plant cell? In both the cell you can see nucleus, then the cytoplasm, cell membrane and mitochondria. Whereas in plant cell you can see cell wall, chloroplast and vacuole. Here you can see the plant cell and animal cell. So cell membrane is present in both. Then the cell wall. Okay, in plant cell you can see, we have seen just before in the figure, cell wall present in plant cell, whereas it is not in the animal cell. Then the nucleus, then nuclear membrane, cytoplasm, then the plastid which is only present in the plant cell, and the vacuole. So this is the difference between the plant cell and so the cell wall, it surrounds the plasma membrane of plant cell made up of cellulose. It protects the cell against variations in temperature, high wind speed, atmospheric moisture, etc. Then the nucleus, it is an important component of the living cell and generally spherical and located in the center of the cell. Nucleus is separated from cytoplasm by a membrane called nuclear membrane. With a microscope of higher magnification, we can see a smaller spherical body in the nucleus which is called as nucleolus, and nucleus contain thread-like structures called chromosomes. They carry genes and help in inheritance or transfer of characters from the parents to offspring, as we have seen before. Okay, while observing the onion cells under the microscope, did you notice any blank looking structures in the cytoplasm? So that is called as vacuole. It could be single and big as in an onion cell. Chick cell have smaller vacuoles. Large vacuoles are common in plant cell. Vacuoles in animal cells are much smaller. So these vacuoles are common in plant cell, whereas in animals it is smaller. Then notice several small color bodies in the cytoplasm of the cells of Transcasia leaf. They are scattered in the cytoplasm of leaf cells. They are called as plastids. Plastids only found in plant cell and they are of three types, that is leucoplast, chromoplast and chloroplast. Chloroplast is double membrane organelle containing stoma and stacked lamella called grana. Can you see in the figure? This is figure of the plastid. Grana contains green pigment chlorophyll that helps in the photosynthesis. Answers which I have asked you in the worksheet. So this you are going to write down in your notebook and give scientific reason. See you in the next video with new chapter.